Say is always on Do Not Disturb status. It's basically his online status. That's usually my online status too, because most of the time on online I'm just reading, so I don't want. It's mainly just to stop, the random messages popping up. That's literally why I'm on Do Not. So tonight I just watches you guys all fail jails. Is that what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
Once you get used to the positions of where you stand to the 3 different jails, just need to get the position right. It looks like it's pretty lenient. Like, as long as you guys are... What's your plugin do? What's their plugin actually do? So what, it would just call out 3 names? It would just call out 3 names? No. So it'd be like front, middle, back, or something like that. Like, yeah, it's pretty cool. Well, 2 people. Well, there's only 5 people that need to actually adjust positioning. So the 2 people, the front and the back line, will always be either the front or the back when they get it. There's only 5 people that have to even. And then 2 of those people again will only be in one of 2 positions. So there's technically only 1 person, 3 people that can be in all. The other thing that's super easy, guys, for now, if you don't have a working plugin, and this is how it's generally done with prioritizing in every other MMO. So in this game...
Okay, his internet disclaimer.
Yep, organize the raid panel. Organize the raid panel so that the order of positions are the people in the raid panel order. And then you can quickly glance at it and see where you are in relation to other people. So you'll see the 3 debuffs, and if you're at the top, you'll be front. If you're in the middle, you'll see in the middle. That's a super easy way, and that's how most MMOs do prioritizations of this type of need. It works really well.
Sorry about that.
It's
You don't even
okay.
have mobile data to tell you that everything's dead.
I still don't have my globs from Gimlet Dark. Still can't get them.
It's okay.
But all my gear is green, and it's like blue gloves, and it's like it's kind of annoying because it's the skill speed. Skill speed for warrior is pretty important to get the right. So I've had to overcap skill speed with just materials to make sure that I can actually get in 5 hill. I just chuck materials on. Belt's super easy to get. It won't take long to get that. You get them from all the chests, like in the That's pretty bad. That's for a belt. That's actually really bad luck. When you get to 44 for one piece of gear, then compare. I was going for boots, but my boots came from the second boss on Swallowed. But the belt generally drops from the first 1 or 2 chests in dungeons, so you can generally get the belt from chests. I mean, obviously you haven't because you've been unlucky, but If you go in with a group of 4 people, can you just do the first boss leave, and it doesn't give you the lockout? Or as long as but you'd have to go in with a full party, wouldn't you? Like awful. We could do that and just spam the first. So I finally finished the frickin' what do you call it? What's the thing that you do every week? Then you put in the money for you give it like the money for the what do you call it? The Dome and Enclave, right? Finally finished that. I've been doing that since I literally hit level 70. You get nothing from it. It's garbage. It was such a waste of time.
Well, you get it.
I was like, no, the coat looks like crap. Doesn't count. I threw it away. And you can't even sell it to a vendor. So I didn't even make like 50 gil from it. I literally had to throw it away because. Well, I don't want it. It looks like. It was kind of a cool storyline, and I was actually invested in it because you do it for like 4 months. I think what you mean is literally all of them are bad in all.
I think what
Yeah, I'm talking about the ISP. Yeah. They're all really bad. It's just some of them are more. And honestly, it's dependent on where you live with which ones are bad, which ones are less. Telstra has a lot of coverage, so for most areas it's okay. There are some places where it's just other ones are better. Telstra's also stupidly expensive in comparison to everything else.
We'll check. I'll stay in the front.
Okay, I'll just go to the back.
What?
Well, this is gonna. That'll happen occasionally. It looks pretty finicky sometimes, your movement and timing with that thing. Hey, at least it's at the very start of the fight, hey? At least it's in 30 seconds of the fight, so if it wipes to it, it's not a big... Can you imagine having to deal with plumes in that way in Ultima? I don't think you have to, right? There's no plume, like the big one. Can you imagine having to do that there and then having a finicky little wipe at like the 12-minute mark or something? That would suck. I don't think I can jinx it. They're not going to put in a mechanic where you get plumes all of a sudden in Ultima.
one, and
Top us up, top us up, top us up. Go, go. Come on, dude. Chill out a little bit.
okay.
Damn it. Let it cast its flips. Alright, you good.
BRD, this is CSV.
Oh, am I gonna make it?
No, you did it.
Did I? Well, that can be very hard.
And great.
Big damage.
Nice.
Just run short once. Stop here. You can stop here if you want. Yep. Don't go all the way. There's a searing wind. Now it's safe.
We shouldn't stand in front of the boss, eh?
Searing wind starts. Stack all the way. We'll be fine.
We're pushing.
Now we can kill Lucky for that.
All the way
Stay
on the
inside.
edge.
Please, thread drop. Can't
Yeah,
upheaval
that's
'cause it's-
danger.
Good job.
You did well.
Out. Watch where he jumps.
Get us.
See, come to see, come to see.
Forward.
Left,
What?
left, left.
Oh, got it right.
Forward.
What?
He's gonna work, I think.
Oh,
Oh,
shit,
no, I
nice.
missed. I'm sorry.
Oh, did you die?
Yeah, that
Next
was
one.
my bad. No, I missed him.
The first two are in the right position, huh? Like
yeah,
the front
last
two.
one is me.
Yep. So is this carding for that weight?
Yeah.
Okay. Ifrit is smooth as. Good job on Ifrit. And that's still the furthest we've seen on Titan, I think, from memory, right? Probably our best pull on Titan still.
Yeah, that's our best pull. It's the cleanest one. It's the same spot we stopped at. That is cleaner.
It looks like you have a tiny bit of time if you slightly misorientate the pushback. You have like a tiny bit to reposition. True. I mean, maybe Issa doesn't have that. that just keeping it consistent on nail. Nail. Fuck. Nails. If that's the one. Don't kill her yet. Right, we just have to be a little frictions in it. Go in, first one go in. Awesome. I'm a B. Chill out at time. Chill out, guys. Chill out on D. Okay, push.
E or D? This is D. And then take push.
Gonna need big damage on the big damage. I'm smashing him.
They couldn't make it.
Well, no, before that other one, obviously. That's alright. Yeah, if I die, it's just a white face. Yeah, of course it is. Why would you not do that? Just saying, like, what's more important than that? Yeah, I still think it's too risky without me having it. Like, oh, sorry, you good, Maya? Yeah, go. Okay, let's just mark every single person with things, because I'm assuming this is for plug-in or...
Yeah.
Really not a one being marked though, it's pretty hard to see.
And
Third go. Oh shit. Apparently our fat-fingered vengeance is gonna have to be really... Oh shit. Tommy with a shield or I'm gonna die. Sorry. I need 100%. Thank you. Push damage, good.
A or C. C.
Run once, fast. It's alright. I'm gonna get Mia, and then I'm gonna do the bait.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice work.
Oh, did we push? Okay. I'm gonna die to this though.
I tried my best.
It's all good. Had to heal it. I was never gonna survive that tank buster with what we had.
Hey.
What's your latency, Solomon? Like your actual? Do you have an actual number? Like, do you have a tunneling service or something? Okay, that might be a little bit too quick. Me being at 170, literally, I pop sprint and just keep running. And I've never, not a single time have I been hit by charge other than when I've personally just done something.
I'm safe for a while. 3, 2, 1.
Ah, okay. Oh, I just remember you saying it was BS, you were right there. So, I mean, if your latency is roughly the same as mine, I know that strategy works. That's all. That's all. Yeah, that's fair, Solomon. Yeah. Is it completely necessary for us to be always marked? Or is that the only way the add-on works? I'm gonna take like a 60-second break then. I need to go grab a food.
Okay.
The first two jails look like they're in the right position, like the closest two to the boss. So do we all need to be marked for your plugins to work, or? Or are you just marking everyone because the plugins don't work and you're just doing this is like a visual priority? Mhm. It's just that if they're not necessary, I'd prefer the markers to not be on every single. It's screen grotto, that's all. Go, 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 go. Can you imagine how shitty that would be to heal do the fall there, like in 10? The way the ended, we were supposed to wait, so you would have had extra friction there. That would have sucked. I mean, not just the shielding output, but like the shit amount of like time that it would. Keep yourself top. Push the boss. Go behind.
Beep, 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 beep. Careful on that now.
Don't know who's in front one, please be careful. Might have to do a throat. I'm pretty close to you on the throat.
Run all the way to the other intercardinal. Sorry, other cardinal. Sorry, my bad. Salis, sorry. I will wait for Salis.
We made it.
Make sure you throw it.
Stack up, stack up. D.
Sorry?
No, what are you talking about? Yeah,
See.
I thought it was.
See, you can trust my call out.
Can we get rid of the markers on people's heads? Makes it super hard to see its direction. Cheers. Yeah, I don't even know why they were there, to be honest. Blue.
shit. Can you get me up? Where's Shake? I don't. Yeah, I don't know if you guys are gonna survive. Just do it. I'll do the recovery.
No, that was wrong. What I meant to press.
Yeah, sorry, that's really my bad. I don't know how I messed that up.
How'd you die, Solomon, at the start of Ifrit? Oh. That's weird. I had Shake It Off out.
They probably broke through.
Weird. Everyone else had it. That's really weird.
Yeah, I think most of us.
Shake It Off is 100% enough. You just, for some reason, it looks like you didn't get it. Yeah. Maybe I am a little bit. Maybe I popped out a little late. Could have been that. Yeah, fair enough. Should only be about 5k. Is that a cost slipstream? Never mind.
B.
Move into the next intercardinal.
No, that was. Oh, that was stupid.
The front.
I'll get him. I'll get him.
I'm not critical, just that. Yeah, as long as it's before time, it doesn't. Good.
I'll. Alright.
Yeah, we can make this.
Make sure you have thread drops. I'm gonna have a harder time with threat. But
Snack up. This
Yeah.
is me. Alright. Yeah, at least we can make this. We do it.
so we're supposed to be Mario Karting, I think. So we're supposed to be doing that by the sound of it. Seems so inefficient.
Can you break this for me, Stabby?
Huh?
Nothing.
No. Oh, me and you, right.
Yeah.
Well, people are seeing the order of abilities. I mean, just
I trusted you, Stabby. You could break that.
yeah, a little bit. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it's stupid. I thought so too.
No.
But we still need to pick a side to start on and then move across. That's what I mean. Just go left, right, left. Because in theory, he's supposed to be awoken. So. It'll be left, right, left, right. Yep. Alright, whatever. Oh, come off it. It's where I fucking always stand, you stupid. Yeah, but we still need to know what we're doing with it. So yeah, we are doing the Mario Kart there, right? We are supposed. That is correct, yeah, Mario. For that way to the after jail's way to the lands. Is that when we're Mario Karting? You're the raid leader. Just tell us what we're doing. At least tell us a way to do it to start with, and then we'll see if it's a problem. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, well, if you said the DPS check isn't that hard, I mean, let's just do it. And if we have problems with DPS check at the end, then we'll adjust.
Yeah. Since we can practice both. Yeah.
Exactly.
If we do this way. And we can find out which one is more good to us.
DPS check doesn't matter until you physically hit Enrage. Then it matters.
Oh, wait a second.
And it's not like we're getting to DPS. It's not like we're going to get to Ultimate a day. So. Nice passage of
work,
arms.
Ally. I praise you.
Could be.
Nice passage, and this is D. Is that in your rotation, ally?
I think that's kind of a silly place to do it. Legitimately, why are you popping Passage of Arms there? That makes no sense.
Oh, okay.
No, you can't you use it at like the friction or something? Oh, the friction, the first aerial block. Oh no, you're off doing the ad. Yeah. Yeah, but I just died to not having health for the first hit, so yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so we don't want
For about a second or so after, yeah. I'm assuming normally do you pop it for the Hellfire? And what do you pop it? Because whatever you did that pull was literally useless because you did it in two useless situations. There's definitely times where you could be making use of it in either Garuda or Ifrit. You definitely should be using it, man. Use it for either cleanses or aerial blast. Hell, even if you just use it for an area. You use it for the Hellfire on Ifrit. There's plenty of times where it's pretty useful.
I think probably if you do wait after I think
Yeah, the aerial blast. If it's up, it should be. It might actually be up for Hellfire if you use it at the middle aerial blast. If it's not, just pop it for the second Hellfire on Ifrit if you want. You know, the one after the.
the one after if you want. So good.
I mean, it's literally a, what is it?
3 cents.
It's an auto block for you, and we get 15% of it, isn't it? 15% on everyone? Yeah, it's pretty good. And you also get 100% block chance with it on, I think. 20% for you, 15% for everyone. No, more than 20%. What's your block in Ultimate here? It's probably like, what, 26%? Your block chance. Well, when you get hit with something and you block, just look at the percentage it drops. Just look at the percentage on the hit that it says. I know that it's generally 30% when you're in best installed gear for the tier, but I know that my off tank in UCOB says it's only 26% for UCOB. So maybe it's, I don't know if that's the. No, that's what I'm asking for, how much damage a block is. It's not different.
Pretty sure block is a lot.
Block is not different. Block is in your, like, in the same shield. Block is always X. I don't know. I don't feel like they've got any more buttons than a war. Are you? Do you normally? I don't know. I wouldn't say it's got any more than a warrior. It's probably got less than a warrior. You just have to. The main problem is just in a fight like Ultimate, trying to time in optimal usage of Requias with Holy Spirit can be pretty difficult. It does. I feel like the Holy Spirit feels a little. The rest of it's fine. What's the part of it do you feel clunky? Is it mainly the Holy Spirit? Yeah, I agree with you there. The Holy Spirit feels clunky because it's like hard. It's. I mean, you can kind of stutter step movement, but also, if you ever need to use a Clemency, that really screws your times. In Ultimate, the chances of you being able to sit there and cast 5 back-to-back without losing at least part of a GCD, and unlike a warrior where you can just stack a little bit of extra spell speed to compensate for latency, you can't for Paladin. If you're not completely perfect, you lose a Holy Smite in your Requias window, so I'm with you, it's pretty clunky. If you main a warrior, I understand why the gauge feel weird, because you're sitting there with like 100% gauge going, how do I dump this into something useful? And you just can't I mean, especially, is that what it is for you? It's like you're just sitting there at 100 resource saying, like, on literally every other class in the game, I would be trying to dump this into something. I mean, interventions, when you can do it, I guess, but thing is, Paladin has got great utility. I mean, intervention is really good, cover's really good, Divine Veil's about as strong as it should. Well, that's the other thing. I feel like that they should have it so that you have a DPS usage for your resource, even if it's not as strong as a warrior's. Just something where, or you could buff something like the old WoW class for warrior, where you had a heroic strike to dump resource, right? That would just make your next like attack of whatever type do 30% more. It was just off the GCD. So like you could have something that's similar to Shelter and that you pop off the GCD and that just buffs your next Holy Spirit or your next literally next weapon skill, you know, anything. Shield Swipe's a derpy attack. I reckon they should just get rid of it and replace it with something that's a little bit less. Yeah, replace Shield Swipe with something that dumps resource for. Well, Shield Swipe's 100% useless on any dungeon or raid, dungeon boss or raid. As in, what I mean useless, I mean like pacification is useless. Yeah, you see, if they didn't remove the cooldown, it'd be OP as shit for PvP. Oh, they've got their own like template for cooldowns, damage, etc. Okay. Oh, good. Finally, a game that actually does that. Unfortunately, too bad that by the sound of it, PvP in this game is really bad.
What?
Yeah.
Alright,
But obviously, you have to
Okay,
compare it
let's
to
go.
other MMOs, right?
Let's go.
I think if they just lower the CD,
Yeah, I thought Maya was still good.
Maya's not bad.
That's what I said. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like shield swipe should just disappear. They should, because I feel like there's actually too many buttons for Paladin. There's a couple extra buttons. I actually can't fit every button on everything on a cooldown. I actually have to take off my AoE, the shitty one, like the 110 TP one, to put on Shirk in raids. I literally swap them between dungeon and raids because I can't fit everything up. But I feel like shield swipe needs just to go, and they need to replace that with something that's off the GCD and costs resource. Maybe even if it only hits like 200. I think that'd be fair. Like 200 that's off the GCD and costs like 50 resource. Bulwark. What's Bulwark? What's Bulwark do? I'm trying to think. I don't know. Bulwark is actually really good in decent situations. It's just unfortunate for Ultimate you can't rely on many tank busters for it to use as. It's too inconsistent. I mean, it is pretty consistent. I mean, you got like something like an 80% chance of it blocking or something, but obviously that's not. The thing is, you can't shield swipe spam because you can only use one shield swipe during the whole window of Bulwark. All right. For the nail tank buster, Bulwark is actually a really strong cooldown. I mean, technically not as good as things like Vengeance and that, obviously, but it's useful because the boss hits you 5 times right in quick succession for like 10k hits each. So Bulwark is pretty consistent there because the chances of you not mitigating at least 2 or 3 is so it nearly evens out to be a, you know, like the percentage chance of the DR. It's pretty good for if you have a tank Bahamut as well. But yeah. Yeah, but you only use it for just like autos, right? Use it in a period where like the healer's a bit more stressed more than normal and I guess you use it for the most part. I mean, in UCOB, it's actually a planned cooldown in the nail tank buster rotation. It's actually useful for that. It's consistent. It's good. But I'm assuming for the most part you just use it in the way you use anticipation. Oh, there's some bit of healer stress here. I'll pop it now because I'll get some less damage. Yeah. I mean, like I use anticipation on Garuda through the frictions, right? Because that helps the healers a little bit because I got, you know, even if I only mitigate like 5 or 6k damage from like 1 or 2 parries of auto attacks, it's still better than. Yeah. I'm about to fall asleep if we don't start soon. Ugh. Oh, she's in trouble from a boss. I don't know if it was a work call. They said phone. Maybe they're in a Titan jail now. But for the most part, Ifrit's pretty clean now, so that's good. Now we need to just prog Titan. I reckon we can see Ultima by the end of the week if we. We're not getting today. You mean the 30? Dude, we've got so much of Titan left to pro. That's not happening.
But like, if you can get Titan down,
I'd be happy to get jails down once today. Would be realistically opt. No, I said if we focus. Oh no, that's right. We don't have tomorrow's raid. Yeah, okay. I was thinking in my head 2 raids. Yeah, that's fair.
yeah, I think that's it.
It's just the first thing we need to do is jails and the pushback. People need to make sure the first pushback, obviously, because that screws jails.
That's the friction. And second. To go. 1 and 2. Is that your year rotation?
Yeah.
This is not my feather.
Whoa.
Eh?
I think you spawned from the res right on top of me. Because that. Probably just wave guys, I think. You're not gonna make the DPS check anyway. I reckon just do it at the start of do it for Mistral's Blast, I guess. Oh, no, Aerial. Oh, if you just do it just to time for a friction, I guess. Yeah, but I mean, you still reduce everything by 15%, which actually gives your Veil Shield more use because you're getting essentially a 15% bigger Veil Shield because you're getting 15% DR over. It is probably overkill. Yeah, well, just use it in frictions and try and time it for one of the 2 friction.
second friction. 1 and 2.
Yeah, well. %15 less damage to be in. Healers. Okay. It was technically the slipstream, but I was so preoccupied with the auto attacks, like I kind of was. I would have died of auto attacks anyway, I think. Yeah.
And 2.
Slow down a bit, guys. Slow down, slow down. Full on stop. Wasn't awoken? Oh.
Yeah, since
Yeah. Who did you guys not do the Meso High properly, or can you guys call it if you like screw it up? So I know, please. It's something I'm not thinking about. I'm assuming you guys are doing it right. Yeah. I mean, you can technically tell from the debuff on the boss, but like, I'm tired as fuck. I shouldn't even. Honestly, I was almost not even. Someone just call that shit. I'm gonna just keep on moving into the raid, and if it hits you guys, it's someone else's fuck up. I'm gonna do that for the day. I'm gonna claim it. It's somebody else's fuck up for not awakening it. I'll go with that. It would have been the Meso. Yeah, my mouse DC'd. So I'm surprised it hasn't happened more. But
B.
Enter Cardinal. Okay. It's alright, I'll get him. His body will still.
On my screen, that's actually off center to do his job. When he does a lot.
Interruptions.
Pushed.
Nice roll.
Or do we still get this? Thread drop, please.
Stack up. Oh, everything's on the left.
D?
This is D. Alright.
Second.
What?
You just stand to the left or the right of the arrow. Yeah.
That was
Two's a
really
little bit. Two's a little bit too.
one Laravel meter. Can you use Elvis Ray?
Stuck on the group. It's left or right by like literally barely. But yeah, just stuck on the group, man. If you guys are having trouble. It's hard to tell because the gel goes out. Some of the times as they die, right? So it'll just randomly jump to somebody. So they're going to be. Your one there, if you ever get it, Aline, you just have to be at the very front. But you have to dodge the first Earthshakers. You know what? Are they Earthshakers? Landslide, thank you. That first. But you're always in the same position if you get it at least. You're always just front. You there, Issa? Or?
Good to go. One and
Oh, that was cool. Still DPS. Sweet. Alright, we're good.
One, two, and three.
LOL. Don't kill it, don't kill the front now, don't kill the front now. There we go.
We did it. As always.
Yeah, it scared the shit out of me a little bit too. Did
Well done, fast. Wait for Dumbo to go. Back.
Goodbye, Ifrit.
yeah, that's not getting killed. Had all the correct cooldowns up, so yeah.
Just walk.
Okay.
Healer LB.
You guys need to kill the jail.
Jail's gonna explode us. It's alright, we're about. Alright, this will be my last pull tonight. Good. Yeah, you have to dodge the first lane side, yeah.
It looks alright. Because don't mind anything. I thought a really I mean, pretty that should have been done.
Good to go. One and
Someone has to take the test.
Are you left or right?
Push damage, we're behind. Very behind. You might have to limit break. Fuck off.
I got the limit bar.
Yeah. HP. So yeah, I'm gonna head off, guys. Good job on everyone keeping Ifrit clean from last set, so it looks like it's good. Now we just need to prog Titan Jail. If we get through Titan Jails through next raid, that'll be. But yeah, good job on keeping Ifrit clean. It's good to keep the consistency of prog. I mean, it's very. I've seen some groups there, they get prog and then 2 days later they lose that prog, and we've kept it, so that's good. We've kept Ifrit clean.
Again, if Garuda feels it's too slow, like there's not enough damage, just let me know. I'll go for it. So we can actually save that limit break. Because my burst is about 2% as well.
Okay. I'll see you guys on. Well, I'll see you guys on Saturday. Good job, everyone, tonight. It was good.
Yeah, that's relic.
It's consistent at least.
Yeah, that's. With a fight like this, with the ultimate, that's such a long fight with so many phases. Consistency of your part.